Welcome guys to another NGB Let's Play video. This time we're looking at NBA 2K14 from 2K Sports. This is the PS3 version. It's out right now, but I thought I'd record a little something and give you a quick look at the game, a couple of quarters from a quick match. So this is, the PS3 version. The PS4 version and Xbox One also come out on their consoles' respective release dates, but the PS3 version, if you're in the UK at least, includes a voucher, so you can download the PS4 version from the PlayStation Store for $11.99, which is not bad. I mean, I paid about £35 for this, so $11.99 on top, 50 quid, not bad. So let's get into a game. Let's just get into this featured game here, Clippers versus Heat. Just to give you a bit of background, I have played the previous games, and I am a bit of an NBA fan. Not hugely into it, but not an expert by any means, and that applies to the game as well. But I do enjoy them, and I do have fun playing them. For me, I think they're the best simulation of a sport. It's almost like watching it on TV. It comes closer than the football games anyway. Slight dig there. But yeah, I'm going to get into the game, and then I'm going to start talking. So I'll let you watch the game, listen to the commentary, which is a big part of NBA 2K games. Just to quickly talk you through the main stuff, I guess, that's in this edition, 2K14. They've paid bigger attention to the dribbling. So the right stick is the center of that, basically. So you can dribble with the right stick. They want it to be more intricate, more intertwined into the core of the game, and I think it personally works quite well. And also you can do no-look passes, like flashy passes, holding the L2, flicking the stick, the right stick. So you can do all that sort of stuff, and shooting still mapped to the right stick as well. But you can also use the face buttons if you want, so that is possible. But if you want the real full experience, it's best to use the right stick. So presentation, as always, is great. You can see there's a sort of a sky shot of the American Airlines Arena, superb by 2K again. Visuals maybe look slightly dated, maybe I've been spoiled by next gen stuff coming up, but it still looks impressive nonetheless, and the presentation is still there. But what I'll do is I'll shut up now and let you watch the game, listen to the commentary and stuff, and enjoy, guys. A couple of quarters, enjoy it.
Kevin, he's really solidified his role as the closer on this team. Miami struggled to figure out whether they go to LeBron or Bosh or Wade at first. I think Wade has become the guy.
Well, I tell you what, it's nice to have two guys that are capable of closing, Steve. And I agree with you, though. His aggressiveness and confidence probably give him a slight edge in closing over LeBron. You can play great defense on him, but he still typically finds a way to get the shot he wants.
The Clippers looking for a strong start to this road trip. And this is a dangerous team, there's no doubt about it, with the Western Conference's fourth best record.
It's been a struggle on the road for this team, and they're beginning another road trip right now.
They've got to do whatever they can to change recent history, because they have not looked comfortable at all on the road.
Boy, you look at the Clippers, and they clearly are one of the most entertaining teams in the NBA. One of the outstanding team shows you'll see. They have fun, they're up and down. But they're a hard-working group, and a lot of that you have to attribute to their leader, Chris Paul.
Here's LeBron, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Griffin with the steal. Here's Paul, and there's the lay-in.
As soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover costs you.
Well, Clark, as you were taking a look at the Clippers, they are a fun team, an amazing product so far with big names all around. But, Steve, they've got to work hand in hand to make sure they're always at their best and not take things for granted.
Well, I think it's still a team that's a work in progress. You've got a young front line in Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, great point guard in Paul, but the new additions have helped, and I think it'll be interesting to see if this team can gel during the playoffs.
Here's Paul. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Paul, a screen on Wade. Redick with the bucket.
And they're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
Los Angeles on D. 4-point game. Chalmers, defended by Paul. Chalmers dishes to LeBron. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
So here is Miami. Chalmers with it. Now defended by Reddick. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Three-pointer, Wade. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And by virtue of the NBA schedule, their first game of the new year is against Miami.
It's always a special day when these two clubs get together because it only happens twice during the regular season. And, of course, these are two of the league's powerhouses.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And, you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Yeah, they really can. I mean, they can't allow him to beat them to so many of those offensive rebounds. That'll kill you.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, LeBron kicks to Chalmers. Now Hansel inside, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Oh, I'm sure the fans agree with Steve. These are two very strong teams, and the energy, Clark, in this arena tonight is incredible.
It is absolutely off the charts, and if it's anything like their two battles last season, Kevin, which they split, we're in for a real treat.
And LeBron James gets it to go. LeBron's got 7.
Beautiful finger roll to cap head drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Paul kicks to Reddick. Trains the three-pointer. Reddick's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, once a shooter, always a shooter. J.J. Reddick, one of the great marksmen of all time at Duke in the college game. And it's kept on rolling here in the NBA. He's got deep range on his three, can spot up and shoot from anywhere, and also put the ball on the floor a couple times and create a shot inside.
Great shot is right. And like you said, not only threes, but Steve, any shot where you give Reddick a chance to set his feet and get a clear view of the hoop, his shot form is just too consistent for him to miss. He's one of those players who works on that just so diligently. You know he's going to find a degree of success every time out there. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Myron Mullins is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Barnes comes in for Blake Griffin. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Reddick. And it's Collison in for Chris Paul.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare. Then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Battier with the steal.
Boy, his reaction time to that pass was so quick. Good work defensively.
And finished off by Anderson.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
Yes, sir.
A message, and put it on the highlight reel for later.
And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against them. It almost seemed, Clark, to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7. It came down to LeBron James' brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force in virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now here's Allen. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
It's like he's trying to find a groove in this game. Just hasn't had it dialed in yet.
Collison with it, defended by Cole. Barnes can't get it to go. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. And Cole kicks to LeBron. Battier. Back to LeBron. Allen left side. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. Crawford with the steal. No good. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Clippers on top, leading by... quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And I like the physical play we're seeing, too, because this is a club that's really pounding the paint area and scoring inside.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Collison is out there with Crawford. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then it's Matt Barnes. And it's Mullins in at the center position.
Jamal Crawford is a water bug, quick 6'5" combo guard with his great ball handling and ability to stop and pop. He's going to get his shot, and he's a terrific scorer from just about anywhere.
Crawford right side. Can't cash in from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Battier with him. Now guarded by Mullins. Battier's shot good. You mentioned the scoring for Crawford. His defense a little more suspect.
Well, he's quick and he's got long arms. Never been a physical defender. And in certain matchups, he can struggle. But look, he's out there for his scoring. There's no question.
Well, you know, Matt Barnes back in high school was an All-American wide receiver. He led the nation in touchdown catches his senior season.
And for Matt Barnes, you can see some of that football influence in his style of play.
He's one of the highest recruited wide receivers coming out of high school before he went and played basketball at UCLA. But, yeah, he really knows how to go and get that ball, whether it's a loose ball or an offensive rebound. And he's a good backdoor cutter as well.
You're right. He played high school ball in Sacramento, and he had a lot of college coaches wanting him to come play on fall Saturdays. Chalmers' shot is no good.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
The drive by Wade, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older, when you're not a great jump shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you. And that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
And, Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade last season for the fourth time. In his career, he averaged over 20 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists a game. Clark, one of only 4 players in the league last season to hit that mark.
And, Kevin, he led all shooting guards in player efficiency rating for the 5th consecutive season. Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He's just one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And Steve, he knows how to get himself on the highlight reel with some of those dunks, but it's not just for show with him. It's an injection of energy for his team and for the crowd.
And here's Chalmers from the arc. Shot's good. Chalmers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
One of the drawbacks to the Heat going with the small lineup is they get pummeled on the glass. Last season, they fell into the bottom 10 in the league in rebound rate, but because they force turnovers and are so active pressuring the ball, they often overcame that rebounding disadvantage.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, guys. Well, the Clippers owe a lot of their success to how they bonded with team chemistry. Chris Paul said, quote, "It matters a lot when you really, truly care about somebody. You'll dive on the floor for them. You'll run through that screen for them. You really genuinely care how they feel. It just means a little bit more." That was certainly evident in how they played last year, as well as how they interacted. We'll see if they can keep that same fun going this year, guys.
Yeah, plenty of camaraderie in that locker room. Thanks, Doris. That drops. And for the Heat, they can't expect to crush teams on the boards, giving up size the way they do, but their willingness to battle, Steve, is incredibly impressive.
No doubt. I mean, you're talking about, of course, LeBron, but also, you know, Shane Battier playing the power forward, Chris Anderson, the Birdman, going up against a lot of bigger fives. And this is a team that has a lot of grit and toughness, and they scrap for every loose ball and every rebound, and they have to in order to win.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Fires the three. And again, Miami with the triple.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm losing, as you can see, not very good, but I did hit quite a few good 3-pointers with Chalmers. Showed you a bit of the dribbling as well, and the no-look passing. A review on the should be on nextgengamingblog.com soon. Check that out, guys. Subscribe, like, comment, anything you like. Cheers guys, bye.